Hey, what's up, people? How you guys doing, man? Hopefully you guys are doing good. I am excited to be doing this review, but I have wrestling practice coming up in a few hours, so I can make this quick, but I'm excited about it, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this review, so here goes nothing. So the night did kick off with AJ stating some matches going on, and AJ looked fantastic. Oh my gosh. The thing I like about female authorities that are baby faces is that they know how to put on a show. Just like when Stephanie McMahon became a baby face and she became the GM and she put on the show for the crowd. She's doing the same thing in Booker T. So yeah, it's kind of good having two babyface GMs, but I think the only reason I would like Eve to become the GM so that she can feud with AJ in the future, but that's not going to come anytime soon. But if that is to come around, like during a pay-per-view, if they have around maybe Survivor Series or so, they can have a certain team versus another team, but they already did that with Teddy Long and Laurinaitis, and it was kind of a good heated feud. I mean, you got some popular faces there and some popular heels, but, you know, the 6-on-6 tag team match was way too quick, and I think it should have been elimination. Let's leave it at that. But AJ, you know, sorry to get distracted, but AJ, you know, started off, this is her second week as GM, and she stated some blockbuster matches, which is John Cena against Daniel Bryan, which was, I'm going to get to that, which was a good match. Big Show will face Randy Orton, which I thought would be good, because they did face each other before, but Big Show's a babyface at the time, but to see a destructible Randy Orton against a new heel destructible Big Show, that would just rock the house, no question. So, however, now we have, the night did kick off with AJ staying some matches. So, however, you know, AJ was going to state what match CM Punk's going to be in, I think, or they didn't state for that yet. But CM Punk came out and started an apology. Yeah, so she was going to announce another match, but CM Punk came out and basically with his music playing, he confronts AJ and stated an apology. And then, you know, AJ did accept the apology, so luckily she forgave him. But however, she didn't change the match for the triple threat. CM Punk was begging. But this is stuff like where CM Punk needs to win the WWE champion. He needs to win that triple threat match, no question. So I think for CM Punk to like state the apology that he yelled and lost his temper and got mad, berated at AJ, which was good. But then for him to beg about the triple threat match, I think that kind of pushed the limit. To beg the triple threat match to be changed, that's not gonna happen. So that was dumb. I mean, for CM Punk to keep changing that match and begging, but you know, however, at the end of the show, we'll get to that. CM Punk continued to say, oh, he's gonna end every night on Raw, him being above everyone as the Big Show and John Cena are going to be down laying on flat on their backs on the ring. No question. And so CM Punk seems confident, but I'm hoping he wins the WWE Champion at SummerSlam. I'm going to keep saying that as I state my prediction. So, as John Cena came out and confronted CM Punk about him, how now he's demanding respect, and you got to earn it. CM Punk says, oh, he's been trying that, and, you know, it hasn't been working. Well, I don't know what he said, but then he has the right to complain about disrespect because he's been working so hard, and, you know, that's what happened. So, unfortunately, after that confrontation with John Cena, Cena introduced himself to AJ because I don't think they ever interacted. But, however, the Big Show came out, and AJ put a halt to it and said, no, she's not going to allow things to blow out of proportion on her show. So basically saying she's not going to let hell break loose as she's running Raw, no question. And luckily she put a halt to that. And so they said, you know, she is going to put people, she's going to put them in matches. So basically you got to save your energy and your aggression. And then she's going to say CM Punk's going to be in a match. And CM Punk's complaining that he's not in a match. And then she confronts AJ about that. And then AJ says, oh, you know, I was rudely interrupted to say that CM Punk's going to be, she said she was going to have, CM Punk's going to have a match before she was rudely interrupted. She's going to state the match. So, however, It was either Rey Mysterio came to Miz, and Rey Mysterio won, and so that's how the night turned out. And CM Punk definitely gets the win from there. Great match. I thought CM Punk was gonna lose, but I was excited to see CM Punk get a win. So make him look strong for a pay-per-view, especially in a strong match like that. So hopefully this continues, and CM Punk continues his title run. So we'll see how it goes from there. I'm excited to see that. So that was a great win. So the next match we had was after that we had Alberto Del Rio and Christian. Alberto Del Rio was in a segment with AJ, and however, Alberto Del Rio said he shouldn't be competing before SummerSlam. And AJ said, you're right. And Alberto Del Rio said, I thought she was going to do something crazy. AJ came back, and then she put a Del Rio in a match because she said the word crazy. So, however, Alberto Del Rio was in a rush to get his clothes and stuff. And then he had a match against Christian, which that's what AJ booked him in. And then Alberto Del Rio picks off the victory. But however, as he was celebrating, Sheamus took Del Rio's car and stated that he has a nice car. I thought he was going to damage it. It would be cliche, but luckily it was funny that he took the car and left the keys in there, so Sheamus drove off with it. And then eventually he came back, and then it's like, oh my gosh, he purposely spilled Mexican food all over the car, and then he got completely totaled as he came back. So good way to build up the heat and see how it's going to go with Del Rio putting off some steam. How he's gonna get payback on Sheamus. We'll see what happens on SmackDown and Monday Night Raw. So Randy Orton versus The Big Show. I thought that match was great. He didn't pull the weapon of mass destruction. Randy Orton counted out with RKO towards the end, but however, nobody won the match because it ended double count out. What a way for both superstars to came out strong. To see that there's no winner, but both of them came out strong. And they put on a great fight. Randy Orton making a big comeback, and Big Show in a title bound for the WWE Championship. So, great way for them to both look strong. I was actually glad there was no clear winner. But, however, Big Show got RKO, which I was really psyched about. And Big Show has a tattoo. I didn't know that. Big Show got RKO'd, and I think apparently Big Show didn't really look strong there. But Randy Orton came out look strong. So, what a great way for the Big Show to finally get owned, even though he's on a destruction path. Almost like Mark Henry was when Big Show was babyface. But other than that, that's what happened. Ryback versus the Rex and Hawkins in a handicap match. Ryback still looks strong. I thought Kurt Hawkins and Tyler Rex, I think, needs to win. So Tyler Rex says, welcome to the food chain, feed me more, that whole jazz. Ryback picks up the win. Rex and Hawkins put in some good offense. I thought they looked really impressive, but however, they didn't get the win. So, good match though, but Ryback clichely squashing Rex and Hawkins. Okay, next match. Primo and Epico versus the Primetime Players. No Rosa Mendes. I was kind of surprised there was no Rosa Mendes. It wasn't really mentioned, but, Primo and Epico still came out strong. I thought Rosa Mendes could even the field as Abe Washington was ringside. It turned out Darren Young and Titus O'Neil were going to walk out of the match at the end of the count out. Luckily, Kofi and Kingston R-Truth and Kofi wasn't going to allow that to happen. So they pulled him back in the ring. And then Primo and Epico pulled a victory with help from R-Truth and Kofi. But we're going to have a number one contenders match from Friday Night SmackDown from what I heard on Booker T on Tout. I can't wait to see that on SmackDown. No one contenders. I'm hoping it's the Primetime Players. Hopefully. But still a good match. I thought it was exciting. I thought Primetime Players were going to pull out the win, but it turned out that didn't happen. Anyway, Brodus has an injured knee, so Damian Sandow took advantage of that and ended up dominating Brodus Clay. Brodus Clay did have some good offense, but Damian Sandow just quickly turned it around and dominated Brodus Clay. So, I think, Brodus Clay will be fighting Damian Sandow SummerSlam, 2 undefeated. Brodus Clay lost, so Brodus Clay still on a winning streak, but Damian Sandow undefeated. So we'll see how it goes from there. So Damian Sandow getting great crowd reaction. I didn't know the Funkasaurus was that behind the crowd, but however. That's what happened from there. So after in the backstage segment, AJ was staring at Bryan. They had a stare down, but however, so yeah, so Daniel Bryan had a segment with AJ, and Daniel Bryan claimed that he was going to beat John Cena. And if he is to beat John Cena, he told AJ Lee that he has to change this triple threat match into a fatal four way. But other than that, that wasn't going to happen because AJ informed Bryan that he has a match at SummerSlam against Kane. So Daniel Bryan goes, no, 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 and AJ goes, yes, 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 that whole jazz. So that's where it goes from there. So I'll be excited about that. Daniel Bryan, I bet, is going to pick up the win. I mean, I don't know. It'll be too soon for his little torture to end, but I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. Alright, Kelly against Eve, who was the former executive administrator for John Laurinaitis. I'm excited to see that match happen again. I thought it was good. Eve, looked like she wasn't going to take part in the match. She wanted to walk out and said, Eve didn't want to take part of the match, and Eve looked like she was going to walk out and call off the match. But however, Kelly did not allow that to happen. So basically, the match was great. Kelly went on a little rampage of her own and put some fire in herself, and then Eve responded back and countered, and then Eve, nailed some counters, and then put some offense in, which was great. But however, Kelly was able to fight back and get that Hurricane Rana pin for the victory. So Eve claims she's better than everyone, despite the fact she lost. And basically, she didn't really want to take part in the match. So good match, though. I mean, Eve and Kelly put on some great offense, but hopefully Eve has a match on SmackDown for her to get back in the ring. Kelly both back. So the feud with Kelly and Eve has been great earlier, but let's see where it goes from there. Excuse me. So, after that, we had a promo from Shawn Michaels with his big return in San Antonio, Texas. That was something I was really focused on and celebrating. Shawn Michaels was revealed that he will be in Triple H's corner at WrestleMania. At SummerSlam and against Brock Lesnar. I'm excited about that. It's going to be LA. I want to go. I really want to go. I'm trying to find a way to get tickets, so I'm going to think of something. So, yeah, I really want to go. So Shawn Michaels gets a warm ovation crowds, and he thanked the WWE Universe for allowing him to be part of the D-Generation X reunion and 1000th episode Raw. So basically, his announcement was going to be Triple H's corner before Brock Lesnar interrupted him. And then he said, he's going to clearly state that Triple H is going to beat Brock Lesnar with confidence. Paul Heyman had respect for Shawn Michaels, but however, he has more respect for Brock Lesnar, saying he's going to fight Triple H, not entertain Triple H, he's going to fight. And basically, he says it's going to be a showdown. So that's what happens. Triple H comes out and says nothing. Then Brock Lesnar gets the final word, saying he'll see you at SummerSlam, and says he's going to see Shawn Michaels before then. So I think Shawn Michaels may be brutally assaulted and can't be in Triple H's corner. That's what I think may happen. You never know. So I can't wait to see that. So Alex Riley gets a surprising win against Dolph Ziggler with interference from Chris Jericho. Great match. Dolph Ziggler, great competitor, but it's kind of irritating he's getting a push. But however, Dolph Ziggler, still proves to be fantastic, and despite the loss, he still came out strong. But however, Alex Riley gets the upset win. I want to see him climb back up. Alex Riley may have a title match against his former alliance, The Miz, former ally, The Miz, or you never know. So, and Dolph Ziggler still has the potential to be a future champion. And Chris Jericho should have won Money in the Bank. Should be Money in the Bank winner versus Money in the Bank winner. But however, the storyline was saying Chris Jericho lost his touch. Kind of, really telling the story that he still has his touch. So that's a great way to start it from there. So, however, it was Kane defeating Intercontinental Champion The Miz in a non-title match. And I thought it was a great match to see Miz get some offense in, but I thought The Miz was going to get the win, but however, it didn't happen, and Kane able to put in the final offense in. So that was a great match, and I thought it was amazingly fantastic, and yeah, it was great. So it was good back and forth, but surprisingly, Kane gets the win, but I thought The Miz was going to get the win to continue his Intercontinental Champion momentum, but that didn't happen. So Kane gets the victory and still comes up strong to build up for his match against Daniel Bryan. So that's where I'll leave it off from there. I have to do part 2. I'm going to talk about the main event in a little bit. So catch you guys later. Peace out. Peace out for part 2.